This is the making of the Maple Mango Ladies Ring. So to start, I took my blank of maple and just cut myself out a good ring blank out of it. This would serve as the inside, so it was a smaller blank than necessary, but it worked perfectly. Next, I took the blank onto my oscillating sander and just rounded off the edges to a circle, that way it mounted in the lathe. I drilled up the center and started working on the face of the ring, getting it to the right size. The inside we have at 6.5 right now because I believe I was trying to get it to a 7. Alright, so I take it off, we have the right dimensions, the inside's okay, I'm going to do more sanding on that. Next, I take my piece of spalted dyed mango. I cut off a little piece here just so it's more square and easier to sand down. From there, I just take it and once again hit it with my oscillating sander, just rounding off the edges to make it the best circle possible. So next, I take the blanket and mount it into my 3-jaw chuck. I then proceed to working on hollowing out the center, just slowly taking a little bit off at a time. So next, I slowly keep moving, just taking off. I mean, at one point I was taking off 1/10 of a millimeter at a time, just enough so it could properly house the spalted, the maple inside it, so it was a flush fit and there wasn't any gaps on the ridges or the edges. There we go. So we see that it's a beautiful fit. I like it being a little bit tight. I'll add some crazy glue in there in a second. And then I proceed to clamping it together with my bench vise. I accidentally forgot to record the part where I hit it back with the lathe and just cleaned off the extra amounts on the ring, which is fine. Then I just proceeded to doing the sanding, hitting it with the grits, started at 100, worked my way through 100, 220, 300, 600, 800, and then the very, very final sandpaper run was 1500. And for this type of wood, I found that it was absolutely fine. I didn't need anything else. I found a couple scratches at that point and decided to re-hit it with the 1500 again, just to buff out a little bit of the small things. And then from there, I put it back on my lathe, had another look at it, got it running, and what I do before I do any clear coat, I actually hit it with paper towel first, and then I add the clear coat. And well, there you have it, the finished product. I personally feel the project turned out really nice and could not be happier with the final outcome.